MARSAGISHVIL, he's the man in blue. VEREB.
Yeah, good ink there on the left arm.
Yeah,
there.
the left bicep, he's got some.
That's solid.
Some solid tattoo work here.
Wonder if he went to my neighbor, who's a tattoo artist. No, a little bit of a hike from Tbilisi to New Brighton, Minnesota.
It's a good walk. It's a good walk.
You really can't walk there unless there's a land bridge or some ice or something.
MARSAGISHVIL just taking his time, holding the centre of the mat, trying for that little throw over the shoulder, but VEREB was wise to it. But the aggressive work so far from the Georgian.
Yeah, MARSAGISHVIL looking for his third European gold medal. He's also got a bronze. Olympic bronze medalist in 2012. This guy, when he was coming up as a junior, was just wrecking people. Was a junior world champion, and the same year was a senior world bronze medalist in 2011. So imagine that. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Hey, I'm old enough to be a junior, or young enough to be a junior, and guess what? I'm still going to place at the senior level, which is.
Well, I'm sure there's another young man from Georgia, GEO Petrashvili. Similar situation, the under-23s, won the junior Europeans, then the senior Europeans, and now he's back again to defend the senior crown later in the week.
These two have split matches in their career. VEREB won at the Europeans in 2014, while Dato goes all the way back to the Worlds in 2010 in Moscow. VEREB on the shot clock trying to drive the action out of bounds, and one blue on the push out is confirmed by the referee and the judge.
Well, taking the long walk around there, VEREB trying to get his breath back here, halfway through this opening period. It is the Georgian, MARSAGISHVIL, with that opening salvo.
Yeah, you take the long route back. You know, you need to take the parkway, but you take the turnpike.
Well, vital seconds mean you can fill your lungs with oxygen, recover, get your game plan back on, because it's getting away from VEREB a little bit here. The Georgian dominating without doing too much. And that sort of control of tempo, very important. What can VEREB do here in response?
Well, step one, get out of that tie. That's the one thing you need to do here in this position.
Well, tying him up is MARSAGISHVIL, just moving around, letting the clock run down, and using that physicality against Istvan VEREB. The tail of the tape so far, just that single point. It's been aggressive stuff from the Georgian. It takes the lead at the end of the first period.
Yeah, VEREB with a little notable size.
It's exhausting.
Disadvantage height-wise. I mean, his forehead comes up to mid-beard. Yeah, VEREB, 29 years old, as you mentioned earlier, an Olympian, so he's competed at the biggest stage in the world of wrestling. Does not have a medal, but did compete there. And again, as we mentioned, qualifying just for the Olympics, those Olympic years is incredibly difficult because you're limited with the amount of spots. You've got the continentals, you've got the qualifying tournaments, and they are not easy to get to sometimes.
Absolutely. And I think it was in this very venue that one of the continental qualifications took place back in Serbia. Back for Rio, the European qualifiers. So the local crowd more than aware of what's required here. And no one more so than Istvan VEREB of Hungary. Well, the heavier the weight, the little bit more intensity. Weighing in at 86 probably now, walking around at least 90. A bit of passivity potentially from the Georgian. But the referee satisfied that some work is being done, has a little look over his shoulder as VEREB tries his very best here to get some sort of grip of this contest.
In the second round, now points.
There will indeed be that warning.
Yeah, but not on the clock as yet.
Yep, MARSAGISHVIL trying to push forward, trying to put VEREB under yet more pressure just by his very presence. The Georgian dominating, tries for that throw. Good strength there from VEREB. Is the tide turning in this one? Better movement now from the Georgian. Good escape round the back there from VEREB. Can he get the big throw? He's got the hold.
Yeah, he's in a situation where that body lock, you got to be careful that he can't get overconfident in that situation, because he's got that, Dato looks comfortable there in that overtie. You know, some people get that body lock and they start flipping out. And you see MARSAGISHVIL comfortable. VEREB with a big throw, and he's going to get 2 on that.
No, you mentioned it correctly. MARSAGISHVIL trying to defend it.
He didn't look uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
Maybe he felt too comfortable, and VEREB's like, you know what? I got a 50-50 tie here. I'm going to launch it and see what happens.
Go for it. Had to go for it. Went for the big throw. Didn't get the full back exposure, but maybe a little bit of running repairs required here from the medics. Just probably a clash of heads on the way through there. But you're right, it did look very comfortable in this clinch as we look at it again here. Kept defending with the hand to the hip. Didn't get the full 4-point big throw. But the 2-point takedown more than useful here as we're just near to the last minute of this one. And from being in the commanding lead, he's now in the wars a little bit here. MARSAGISHVIL.
Yeah, I think they had to attend to some, they had to tape up his beard. No, it was a slight cut underneath his eye.
Well, cutting a fine figure at the moment, goes for the double legs. Almost throwing him out into the back of the stadium there. Ended up in downtown Novi Sad. Has he hurt himself? He seems to be okay.
Yeah, almost. Well, I had to watch out for the Spanish announce table down there too. Tied it up, but criteria still in favor of VEREB. Why, John?
Because they were the last to score. That little
false. VEREB had the 2-point action. MARSAGISHVIL has 2 1-point actions.
See, there you go. Thank God you're here. So it's too early to test me on day 1. But he snuck round the back again here. Same position.
That should be 2. I don't know why. That should be 2. They did not. No, I guess nobody agreed with me.
No, they did. There was a show and then a white flag, so one person agreed with you.
Yeah, but 2 of the 3 didn't. I thought he had control with the 3rd supporting point down, but again, that's why I'm up here, not down there.
Absolutely, but down there in the fury of battle, Istvan VEREB was down and out by virtue of those 2. Well, that big score, the Hungarian.
Got to be careful. He can't.
Can he grab the bronze medal here in the last seconds? Grab the singlet, dances away, and a jig of delight. Big celebration. Did MARSAGISHVIL give that one away there?
You know, I think maybe he was a little overconfident in that situation, and it burned him. And you see where he made adjustments the second time he was in that body lock. And was VEREB going to go back to the well in that situation? No, he'd already hit him with it once. He had criteria. But I have to call that a slight upset on paper, in my estimation. But you know what?